Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Meg and I am a lover of all things beauty and makeup, and I'm super excited because we're going to be doing a first impression of the Nomad Cosmetics Ireland Wild Atlantic Way palette. Here's the outer packaging. Isn't it stunning? Gosh, they just really know how to capture a place and a moment. This has me wanting to get on a plane immediately and go to Ireland. Just saying. Anyways, if you are as excited as I am, let's dig into this. All right, so as I showed you, this is the gorgeous outer box, just beautiful picture here. And then on the back, they have all of the shades along with information on the ingredients. It has that the destination is the Emerald Isle. The coordinates are the County Donegal to County Cork. And the inspiration is the Savage Beauty. How gorgeous is that? So they have this down as a intense color palette, not specifically as an eyeshadow palette. And I'm guessing that's because there's probably pigments in that are in here that are technically not considered safe for use on the eyes. So I'm gonna use stuff, but technically the company is not saying to use them on your eyes. Normally the package comes with like some sort of like a little like postcard talking about the inspiration, and also normally like what cause everything's going towards, because they always donate a portion of the proceeds to a certain cause with every release, which is another just absolutely beautiful thing about the company. I just love everything that they stand for. Not only do they create beautiful makeup, but you just feel good about supporting them, which is awesome. They didn't have that in my package anyways, so if there was like a postcard thing, I didn't get one. On the back of the box it says Ireland's west coast that stretches from the wind-shaped north to the balmy beauty of the south is a raw and untamed landscape punctuated with sweeping views of verdant glens and tempestuous seas. Laced with dry stone walls, thatched cottages, towering cliffs, and deserted beaches, the Wild Atlantic Way has inspired dreamers and drifters, poets and painters, and adventurers and explorers. Charming villages nestled along the coast burst with character, giving warmth and comfort in an otherwise rugged world. Escape, explore, and enjoy the spectacular destination Oscar Wilde described as the Savage Beauty. Just how wonderful is that? Gets you so excited. Here is the inside packaging. It is like this velvety, like kind of crushed velvet feel, which I don't love. I actually am one of those people that has sort of like an ick cringe when it comes to this material, but I love how gorgeous this is and love the brand so much that I am going to just put up with it. Hopefully you can see, but it's got a pattern of clovers on it. And then you have like the gorgeous Nomad Cosmetics in Ireland, like Nomad with a clover, and then Ireland Wild Atlantic Way. It's just the detail work is so stunning. And then just on the back, okay, I will insert some swatches, some info from the website. It says that it is the proud supporter of Irish Wildlife Trust, so that must be the cause that they are supporting with this release. The palette is $49 USD, currently available still. It has 11 verdant and velvety mattes and 7 grand and glistening shimmers. It is talc and gluten-free, PETA certified, cruelty-free and vegan, free of parabens, phthalates, and mineral oil. And it has antioxidant-rich red clover seed oil to help soothe skin, which they always seem to have like a different sort of oil based off of where the destination is something that is in relation to that. So I think that's really awesome. They just really are very thoughtful about their releases. And I know I say this every time I'm reviewing a Nomad Cosmetics product, but I'm just always really impressed with the amount of work that they put into it. Like, not only just to show about like kind of, you know, taking what they're doing and what they're getting from it and putting it forward towards something else, but just like that they put so much thought into like how the product's made and how people are going to enjoy it and what matters to people. They're just a really wonderful, wonderful brand. And I'm very willing to support them. You know, that being said, even too, like one, yes, I totally bought this with my own money. I am not like on their PR list or anything like that. I just really love the brand. But saying that, like, let's show off. I have swatches already in there, but we haven't actually shown what the palette itself looks like. I'm so great at this. Just look at that, all those gorgeous greens, which because of that, when I first saw the release, I was just kind of like, oh, like that's pretty. I don't know, like I definitely want to get the palette because I really want to, you know, get like the next Nomad launch, and I really love supporting the brand, but I wasn't sure if I was going to more so be getting it just because I wanted to show support. Like I knew the quality was going to be amazing, but I didn't know whether or not I was going to be like head over heels for the color story. And then just the more I've seen other people post with it, I was kind of like, okay, like that has a lot more like dimension and versatility than I first thought. And then just seeing it in person, it is just so gorgeous. Like, yes, there's a lot of greens. It is the Ireland Wild Atlantic Way palette. It is going to be green heavy, but there is just also such beautiful accent tones and just like the coppers and golds and some blues. And then there's just a lot of versatility with the greens. You know, I haven't put them on my eyes yet, so I don't know, maybe some of them, like, who knows, maybe once you're blending them out, some of them make the others a little bit redundant, but I don't care. I'm still super excited about it. And I'm so happy with this. So happy I decided to get it. I bought it on launch day and no regrets. Okay, so zoomed you in. That means we're ready to create a look. So definitely diving into the greens. Have to, first look. I'm going to probably just lift up and point. Maybe I'll try to say some of the shades, but there's definitely numerous ones that I know I'm going to butcher if I try to say them. So we'll do our best. But let's dive right in. Helps if I'm prepared. Never. All right. So we're gonna grab this Morphe JH42, just like little round flat brush, and I'm gonna dive into this first shade, Taint? I don't know. It seems like it's the darkest shade in the palette. Oh my gosh, I almost just dropped the palette. So let's dive right into that one. Definitely some decent kick up. So I would recommend tapping off your brush or making sure that you do your eyes first. But I never do. I've got to tap out that base. All right, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna start going in just on like the sort of outer wing area. Gorgeous pigmentation. And this is just like my thoughts on like the color story in that. And I guess if I feel like the formula is like really different, I'll comment. But like I've tried the Nomad Cosmetics formula numerous times now. I am not expecting that this is going to be different. So we're mostly just seeing how we feel about this color story. So far, loving it. I'm constantly doing my best too to make sure that I'm not pulling the mirror like into frame, because even if I have it like not covering my eyes but in frame, the camera focuses on this and then my look looks blurry. So I am doing my best, but if I mess up, my apologies ahead of time. Next I'm gonna go in, I think I want to pull in this shade. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this green right here, which is Emerald Isle. It's just a really beautiful mid-tone emerald green. And picking that up on this Morphe JS12, just like a little blender brush. And we're gonna start going around that previous shade. Just picking up a bit of pigment at a time. It's definitely a bit lighter than that one, but not like by a ton. But I do feel like that other shade adds a certain amount of depth to it. So I don't think like one gets rid of the other kind of thing. And then grabbing this Luxie 121 mini tapered brush, I think we're gonna go into the Wild Rover. That one right there, just a beautiful bright green. Picking that up lightly. And you guessed it, going in to blend kind of on top of and blend out the previous shades. And kind of now that I think this is going to be like the last matte. We're not doing anything too complicated. I don't want this video to be forever. And then I do have to go pick up my kids soon, so can't take forever doing my makeup. But we can do something bright still. And then taking the same brush and the same color, I'm gonna go into my inner kind of crease here. I'm just going to also put a little bit of this there. Like, I guess like you could go just across the whole thing. I am going to be putting shimmers across the lid, so I don't really feel like it's necessary to do that, but I just wanted a little something here before I put the shimmers. Before we do that, grab our NYX glitter glue. Nobody's shocked. And then a flat paint kind of round brush. We're gonna slather that all over, going pretty high up here because I do want the shimmer to stand out there. Like, I'm not trying to have like the shadow, like the matte that we have here, be like the predominant thing. I just have it there to add like a little depth and shadowing before putting the shimmer on. Oh, now here is the hard part, deciding what shimmers. I haven't swatched this yet. Obviously you've seen swatches at this point, but I have not swatched it yet, so I don't know what shimmer I want to use. So I almost went for this green, and I really love this, and I can't wait to incorporate that in a look. But I think I actually might go for this sort of like champagne-y shade here called Savage Beauty. I don't know. I feel like it would really play off the greens really nicely, and then it would just break this up from being like just like a monochromatic green look. So that's what I'm gonna do, but trust me, it was hard to resist the other one. I'm picking that up on the same brush that I just picked up, like placed the NYX glitter glue down with. And we're going to stamp this all over. Oh, it's so beautiful. Any of the shimmers, I think, would have looked really good with this. Like, I feel like this palette is very cohesive, and everything is just going to like play so gorgeously with everything else. Now, I'm not looking for like a crisp line here necessarily, but I do want to make sure that that shimmer is coming up enough. Okay, so I went and placed some liner down. This is the KVD Beauty Everlasting. Technically it's a lip liner, but I've always used it as just an eyeliner in Lemmy, just this gorgeous kind of emeraldy green. And we're going to take, I probably, again, should have had my brush ready, because now I'm looking for one. Okay, again, what I always use for lower lash, a flat definer. This is a Luxie 221, so perfect. We're going to jump right back into that deep green that we first used and start stamping that along the lower lash. I don't want this to be like too dragged down, so I'm going to try to be careful with how I place it. You can already see that I've definitely gotten some like fallout here that I'll have to try to gently wipe away here. see if I can. Phew. And then we're going to take that second shade that we use. Actually, sorry, no, we're going to go in with the lightish matte that we used and use that just to help blend this out a little bit. Not too much, and I don't want to bring it like right there because I still want like that kind of winged area just to be like the deep shade. But just to help blend it out a little bit. And then with my pinky, I'm going to dip back into that shimmer that we used, and I'm going to place that a little bit more aggressively in the inner corner. Just like that. So I think that's pretty much it for the eye look. So gonna go catch up the other side, finish it off, and we'll just zoom out for the finished look and just our first thoughts. Okay, here it is, the finished look. What do we think? I love how it turned out. I know it's nothing like too complicated, and I'm sure I will delve into this palette plenty more and create some more intricate looks, but I just really wanted to play with it, enjoy the colors, feel the formula, see if it was the same as what I expect from Nomad Cosmetics, and just go with it. And I definitely think that is what we achieved today. I can say based off first impressions, oh my gosh, I just noticed the little Nomad Cosmetics little thing at the edge here. Anyways, the details. I think that this formula is the same amazing formula that we've all come to expect from Nomad Cosmetics. I think that the mattes are just super buttery and smooth, and that the shimmers are just absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Like there's no like intense multi-chromes in here. I think like there's a couple that might be a bit like duochrome-ish, but unlike like their last palette, the New Zealand Stargazing, like there was a lot of like special shades in that one. This one not so much, but you know what? I think that's great. I don't think every single release needs to have a bunch of special shades. I just think sometimes you can just appreciate a beautiful, rich, and like also fresh color story, and that's exactly what you get with this. I think that their selection, ooh, just got my fingers in some of the shades, opening that up. I think their color selection is great. Yes, there's a lot of greens. Having used a few of them, I feel like they all really complement each other. I don't feel like so far any of them kind of duped each other out. You know, once I kind of do the full swatches that you've already seen, maybe I'll have a bit of a different feel of that. But so far, I think it is just really gorgeous, such a cohesive and stunning color story. Like I don't really know what else to say. I absolutely love this. I'm so happy that I did get this. I'm going to cherish it along with my other Nomad Cosmetics palettes. This might be one that I actually keep in the outer packaging, just because with this sort of like mossy, like velvety finish, it just like, one, it's getting hairs like all over it, and I just feel like it could get messy really quick, so I definitely want to keep it as clean as I can for as long as I can. But yeah, first impression, I absolutely love this palette. To finish out the look, these are some Ioni lashes, just some ones that I've cut down as per usual. I don't really know the style. On the lips, it's a Melt Cosmetic combo. This is one of their older liners, one of the all day everyday ones that I still have in Nudist. Just great, beautiful like nude shade. And then one of their matte lipsticks. This is in the shade Nude, like N-O-O-D. So just a gorgeous nude lipstick. I do find with their matte formula, their nudes aren't necessarily in like their lighter shades, aren't very like matte, which I love. I think they're great. I definitely think the darker shades are where they're like intensely matte, but anyways, it's not about the lipstick. I just think it complements the look really nicely. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this. If you want to see some more product shots, I put those, I'll either have them up already or be putting them up soon on my Instagram. If you're not checking me out on there already, I'm Spooky Mama Glam on Instagram and TikTok. So definitely check that out for more content. If you want to help out my channel, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe. I'd love to have you stick around for more content. Trying to get stuff up as regularly as I can, and also mix it up. I'm trying not to do like the same video every time, but like everything's going to be makeup related, and probably on the majority like eyeshadow related. It's how I roll. It's what I love. So it's what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this first impression of the latest release from Nomad Cosmetics. I'm curious to know, did you get this palette? Do you have your eyes on this palette? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!